Aquarius, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This one is for December 25th through to the 31st. So wishing you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year if you are celebrating, Aquarius. I hope that it is a beautiful occasion for you. So let's jump into your reading now. To let you know about personal readings and healings, that I will be closing the doors around about January the 9th. I will be taking a month off to go home and visit family in New Zealand. And then there will be a lot of disruptions to my channel and what I am offering, as well as I am making some really big life changes, which I will tell you about at some point. So if you did want a personal reading, I would jump in now. Like I said, I don't know really when I'm going to be back, back on track properly with that in the future. So I pulled the Fool for you for your major arcana, and it is the biggest card of fresh new starts in the tarot. We're getting close to the new year. What is the fresh new start that you are wanting, Aquarius? It talks about taking a bit of a leap of faith here, following your instincts, not getting too worried about the end game. But if this is an alignment for you, maybe it is the time to turn over a new page as we do move into 2024. And I think it's a time of the year where often people get reflective and more open to change. So maybe there is a new beginning on offer for you. Okay, let's get you an oracle card from the Divine Abundance Oracle, and I've got Sacrifice. Okay, so this is interesting because this card is all about, allowing what needs to go, to sacrifice it. Maybe there's a sacrifice for the greater good. Maybe you're wanting to move towards a new path here, but there is something to be sacrificed to do that. Is that leaving behind family to relocate to a place where there's better job opportunities? Is that sacrificing, a relationship that you might have outgrown so that you can get out there and spread your wings? Often change does come with a cost and a payoff, and that's what I'm feeling there. Okay, Aquarius. I'm using the After Tarot this week, which is a really cool deck because it shows what happens after the scenes in the right away. Yeah, so we've got the Ten of Swords and the situational energy. That is the sacrifice right there. Okay, and it is, associated with endings. Three of Pentacles is in challenge. Judgment in the advice. And the Eight of Cups. Okay, so we have a really clear message here already of making a powerful judgment call to liberate yourself, to maybe move on, move forward, move away from a situation. Ten of Swords, which, may have a somewhat painful element to it, but it is a sacrifice for the greater good. It is the sacrifice for you actually being able to reclaim the missing pieces and get your life back on track. For many of you, this will be around a relationship, I feel, with the Lovers. It could be another type of partnership, though, of course, business partnership, professional partnership can fall into that. But generally speaking, especially with the Eight of Cups here, it's probably a relationship. Now, the Lovers is also a card of choice, and is choices around matters of the heart. And that's why we've got, a very sort of a challenging energy coming through, because if this is in a relationship here, there is love here, but you can also love someone who's not the best for you or the healthiest for you as well. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting with the Ten of Swords here. It's almost like, you have, you've given it all, right? You're at the end of your tether here, where maybe there is an element of burning out physically or mentally, that it's had an impact on your health or on your well-being. And really, with the Ten of Swords, we're encouraged to rip that band-aid off, as painful as it is. That is what moves us to the fresh new start. And the message of the Ten of Swords always is that there is that new dawn, that new day on the horizon, right? But often, the saying goes, the night is the darkest before the brightest dawn. So I think that maybe you're navigating through that, maybe getting ready to make that sacrifice, a sacrifice to love. It says sometimes surrender is painful. God is cutting away all that needs to go. illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. And sometimes we can get addicted to, you know, loving the wrong person or the wrong pursuit for us, because there's other things that we might be getting from that. But we also need to be clear of where we are potentially paying into illusionary energy, expecting a different result or outcome from a situation that is never going to be that. So the Three of Pentacles is in the advice. I'm going to get the clarifier for that with the Hanged Man. Yeah, and look, it might be the Three of Pentacles can often be you know, around money or a home or something like that, and maybe that you've been staying in this situation because of, you know, security, stability, or like I said, because there's a shared asset, or because of expenses, and that is, you know, somewhat warranted, especially in the times that we are in, with it being very, you know, costly. But the Hanged Man says there's always another perspective that you can take. There's always another viewpoint, and sometimes we need to, you know, we need to go to our plan B and dig deeper if we want to remove ourselves from a situation that is essentially toxic for us. I mean, the Hanged Man is the energy that comes before the Death card, because it talks about going on that traditional grief journey towards acceptance, to release and surrender. So often we will go through denial that there's actually a problem here, or that this relationship is actually toxic, because we'll tell ourselves that we love the person, and you know, we believe in it, and when there's been good times, etc. That is a scenario that often happens. But when we continually try to pursue that relationship and we're not getting that result, and we're not feeling seen and heard, you know, we can get sad, we can get angry. It can have a real impact on us, and eventually we come around to the point of, you know, acceptance, that maybe we need to release, to liberate. So that's what I'm getting here. And you might feel with the Three of Pentacles, well, how can I ever come back from this? How can I rebuild? You know, this is going to be a big destabilization. I might lose money. I might lose assets. Might have to lose the house that I love. But do you really love the situation overall? Because sometimes there is that exit tax to freedom. But you have to ask yourself, you know, what is that full vision for your life, and what does happiness really mean to you? So Judgment is the advice with the Knight of Wands, and Judgment talks about making a powerful call to either go around for another cycle or to close the cycle, because the next card after this is the World. If you go around for another cycle, we have to be aware that this will perpetuate, and there could be further, you know, impact on you and your well-being, where with the Judgment energy, we are being asked to resurrect ourselves, to rise up, to rise above, to follow the signs. Your guides have been sending you signs, but maybe you've been waiting for a signier sign, right? That's not it. Or, you know, maybe there is hope here, and I'm all about hope and faith until it's actually, you know, leading you in a direction that's not for your best and highest good. So the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy, and it asks you to consider moving ahead quickly towards new territory. Basically, you won't look back. It's time to move on to the Ace of Wands, new potential, new growth. And it's through that powerful judgment call. The Eight of Cups is an interesting one, because yes, we've got 8 cups here. Like I said, there has been love here, and there's been a certain amount of good, but you're also aware that there is a fundamental, non-negotiable or piece missing in this situation. And while you've been sort of focusing on trying to find those missing pieces, maybe where they don't exist, other opportunities may have passed you by. So the Eight of Cups, the real message here is to follow the intuition and to move on, to find those missing pieces, because where you're at right now is not the complete picture for what you wanted for your life. The Eight of Cups is the pathway to the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, which leads to the 10 of Cups, living your best life. But we don't get there unless we, you know, are willing to move on and sacrifice situations that are clearly not it. And now I've pulled the World, the next card after Judgment. So you are being called towards profound cyclic ending. Like the World is the last major arcana that talks about ending a long and significant cycle. But it also says you're spiritually graduating. You've learned what you needed to. You've resolved whatever karma you needed to in this situation. So it's actually a victory energy. But it's calling you forth now, Aquarius, to your next cycle, to spread your wings and to move forward in the direction of your best and highest good. So let's get you a Moonology card to close this out. A time to give rather than take. And I really feel like this is this new moon in Virgo. It's about, I see the Empress here. It's about moving with your own rhythm. It's about giving yourself the ultimate gift here, which I feel is honoring your truth. Yeah, because a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. The Fool is also an Aries card, and full moon energy, things coming full circle, things coming to completion or conclusion. And, you know, the Aries energy says it's time to take action, but bold action, leaps of faith into the unknown, yes, you know, but it feels like it is leading you towards, you know, a new positive direction where you will reclaim those missing pieces. So I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you'd like to tune this energy for your own personal circumstances, please do follow the first link down below, keeping in mind that in a couple of weeks' time, the personal readings will be closing for a long period of time, and then I'm not sure after that. It'll be limited because I am going to be making some changes. So if you would like to experience personal reading with me, the time is now. Don't forget to like, share, comment, hit subscribe before you do leave. That would be amazing. And I'm just wishing you a happy and safe holiday season. Do take very good care of yourself. Sending love and magic. Bye for now.